Hey Bulldogs, this month we're bringing rise to the awareness of homelessness. According to several sources, Seattle currently holds third place in all of America for the largest homeless population. Just this past year, in 2018, more than 22,000 people were homeless, and they were living in all around the state of Washington. And just 12,000 of that population was from Seattle. Recently, Seattle has begun giving one-way tickets to several homeless to relocate them, and our population in Mount Vernon is starting to rise because of that situation. So over these past few months, many residents have noticed this sudden change, and today we're going to figure out what their opinion on this situation is and what our community is doing to help. And also with us today, we have Miss D, our social worker here at the high school, and we have Justin from the Oasis Teen Shelter to give us a little more information about this topic with Miss Brown today. And so we're just going to be asking her a couple of questions about homelessness. So Miss Brown, what do you think is homelessness?
Homelessness is when people don't have any place to live. Some live in their cars, some live on the streets, some live under the bridges.
So homelessness is a little bit more complex than like one particular thing, and it looks really different depending on the specific situations that people are in. So for some people, homelessness looks like you're living on the street and you don't have housing. For others, it looks like living in a car. There's some families who run into situations where they're evicted from their homes, or they can no longer afford to pay rent in the place where they live, so they move in with another family and they're living doubled up, and it's not really a permanent place.
Okay. And what do you think is the cause of homelessness?
Drug abuse. I have never met somebody who's homeless who is not addicted to drugs. And that is terrible.
I would say if you or someone you know might be experiencing homelessness, or if you're maybe not really sure if you're experiencing homelessness and you have questions about it, go to your school counselor and talk to them, because there are some resources that people can get through the school. Like if you're not already getting lunch and breakfast in the morning, we can help you get that. And if you need transportation so you can get to school, we'd also help you with that. And then I would also recommend connecting to Oasis and getting connected to the resources there. And then for whole families, there's also other programs and services in the community. So I think if you find your way to school counselors and you find your way to Oasis, we'll make sure that you find your way to other services that are needed.
And I have a really great solution. I think we should take the old jail that's no longer being used, bring all the homeless there, offer them food, education, and rehab.
That's wonderful, Miss Brown.
But you know what would happen? They would say they didn't want to do it. There's people who choose to be homeless so they can keep doing their drugs. And you can't, they have to want to do it.
And we actually work with the school district to be able to have counselors come straight to the schools and meet in private to get basic needs met, to find housing for families, for minors, for whomever. And we can do that in the school or at Oasis or over at the Y, wherever is the most convenient for the family.
Thank you both so much for your time.
Thank you.
One more thing, don't judge people when they're walking down the street or acting crazy. Don't call them funny names. Just show them love and compassion, which Mount Vernon High School students do on an everyday basis. Thank you.